Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Resistance 3 tutorial on the game. We're going to cover Forest and Cliff and the dropship fight at the end of it in this video. So there isn't really much to go forward ahead of time, but I'm going to warn you, a lot of this is just going to be directions because this area is kind of a maze. So I apologize if I cut myself off mid-sentence to make sure you guys know what's going on. So you're immediately going to want to start heading to the right and push triangle 3 times to swap to your shotgun. You're stuck in a walking state here. So you want to not open your weapon wheel so you can move as far as you can. This cutscene spawns. It's on a timer. It doesn't matter what you do. It should always spawn when you get to this rock. Once it ends, you can start running, and you're going to want to run up this hill, across this path, and then up this second hill, and cut a sharp left across the river and jump over that rock, because it can sometimes get you stuck. Turn right, cross the tracks, go up this hill. There's a 50-50 chance you'll get shot here. It doesn't do much. Left of the house, through those trees, and then across and then up this hill, past the plants, and a right or left at those trees. Make sure you take both of these guys out or the camera will grab you and do some awful whips as it auto locks on. The fact that we got so hurt there is not really an issue because these next enemies should have health. The more hurt you are, the more likely enemies are to have health. So you're going to want to cut right immediately here. Go through this room and across these tunnels. Jump out so you have angle. Fire a shotgun secondary. You should get here fast enough for these guys to spawn in. Don't wait to kill them all like I just did. Just kill 1 or 2 and go. It's okay if you miss one. That guy had health and I really wanted him. And then just simply follow these tracks on the left side. The right side is actually blocked. And you should get through without getting shot. Take out both of these, or all 3 of these guys. Unless this happens. If that happens, ignore him. And don't reload here. I do that habitually. It's really bad. Take a sharp left through this corner. And you'll end up here in this room here. So, if you really need health, go grab it. Walk up to the door. Once enemies start coming out and these drones spawn, fire a shotgun blast and it will alert the dropship. He'll blow open the path, cut a sharp left, avoid an invisible wall on that sheet plate, and run all this way. So you can actually make it up to the top. There are 2 healths up top if you need them. 1 here and 1 here, and for infinite amounts of wildfire up here. If you go down below, that's fine. There's health in that. There's health right there, and there's health right there. So you have about 5 health on top of enemies that continually spawn. If you fall down for some reason, don't walk this way because you have to go up and then turn around. And don't be afraid to use the wildfire to kill enemies either. You'll notice the objective just now popped. There's actually 2 dropships here. The one that was shooting at us, which we wanted to avoid damage for. And then this one here, which is our actual target. Try not to shoot when you don't have a lock on. But I think I hit it because that sound cue means you did. Dropship takes 8 hits, and enemies are continually running up on you, so be prepared to get possibly grabbed. Usually they'll have health on them if you're this hurt. I don't know why it didn't, and I don't know why none of my health is here. You have to be constantly mindful of where you are, where the dropship is, how many hits you've done on the dropship. There's a lot of things to pay attention to. It is possible to fall. It is possible to die. That train car falling is scripted. It happens when you've done, I think, 3 hits of damage onto the dropship. If the dropship goes over there, he's dropping troops off, and there is no damage you can do to him. So that is the best time to go and grab health. I do not suggest that you fight the dropship down here, but if you find yourself in like real dire straits, you can. Problem is, a lot of obstructions exist here, like this train car, for example, and you want to be able to fight him pretty clearly, which you do best up here in the open. Oh, that one had health on him. If you fire an angle as he's passing through that way towards that bridge corner, the rocket that locked onto him will almost always fly straight into the bridge. So I don't suggest you do that. And his pattern is pretty much always the exact same. He always takes the same path. So once you learn his pattern, he's really not too big an issue. So now we gotta wait for him to drop more off. And there's an enemy behind me. I usually don't come from that way. You'll notice that my train car fell there too. Alright, so this I think is gonna be final hit. That would have hit the bridge, for example, if I had taken that. Yeah, that was final hit. So that was all 8 hits. And then once you take that 8th hit, this cutscene starts, you become invulnerable, and then the level cutscene starts. So in the run, if you're playing on a slim PS3, you actually cannot skip this cutscene that's coming up, and it's immediately followed by having to follow Norma Jean around. So if you need to go to the bathroom, if you need to eat a snack, if you need to do something that takes less than, say, 2.5 minutes, now's the time to do it. Do it the moment the dropship explodes. Go take care of it. So yeah, good luck, guys. It's a pretty decent walkthrough on it. Obviously it was slow, but things go wrong. I'm just glad I didn't die, because it happened earlier. And dying loses like 2 minutes. So yeah, good luck, guys.